Angela Jordan, owner of Move Up Marketing Group, and I am your marketing girl. Okay, so if you are here, it's because you want to know how to do TikTok. And so far, I've made 5 videos on that subject. So if you're new to TikTok, please watch How to Do TikTok Part 1 and go all the way through to Part 5, because this is How to Do TikTok Part 6. And in this video, we will talk about hashtags, why you should use them, and also the cons of hashtags as well. So the pros and cons of hashtags will be the subject of this video. So why am I looking at my phone right now? Well, because I previously did a post on TikTok, and I want to share this valuable information with you, and of course, explain more about each situation or each hashtag use. So let's start with the pros of using hashtags. So if you have a company or if you would like to build your brand with your name, then using hashtags can be very good for you. Why? Because hashtags are discoverable. And so if I were to put a hashtag, if I were to search for your hashtag, if you come up with your brand or your company name, hey, then I can find you easier. So number one, a good way to use hashtags is to build your brand. It can be your name or your company name. Now let's move on to number 2. Number 2, all right, so let's say, for example, you have an amazing skill. You're an incredible dancer or an incredible therapist or an incredible plastic surgeon, and you want to brand yourself under that hashtag. And of course, these are hashtags that people are looking for, so that would be good, because if they find you under that hashtag, they might even contact you for whatever service or product they are looking for. So the pro of using hashtag number 2 would be to brand yourself in a category. So whatever your skill set is, go ahead and brand yourself. Hashtag breast augmentation. Hashtag cosmetic dentistry as an example. And number 3, another pro of using hashtags, to find like-minded supporters in your category. So a good example is on TikTok, there are a number of doctors, and what the doctors do is they have a number of supporters. So there are a lot of people that are also in the medical field supporting their post. And so just like that, within the marketing community, marketers should actually support each other's posts. See, the thing is with social media is an area where people should be supporting each other. It is incredibly important because it increases engagement as well. So, you know, artists, marketers, dancers, doctors, go ahead and make some friends. And it's a good place to make friends, which has a lot of good engagement, is TikTok. So the next pro use of using hashtag, or number 4, would be to do giveaways and find people interested in giveaways. So to do giveaways, so why would you do a giveaway with a hashtag? So hashtag giveaway, because there are people that are looking for giveaways, specifically looking for that hashtag with that purpose of getting something. And they're willing to enter into a contest, they're willing to submit their information or share your post with their friends. This is very good for your business because your reach grows tremendously. And a lot of very successful companies use hashtag giveaway to promote their contest, which then increases their brand exposure, and it also increases engagement within that post as well as other posts as well. Why? Because when you give something to someone, they have a tendency to want to give back. It's just in our human nature that we're pretty reciprocal. So if you for example say hashtag giveaway, you know, share this, tag 3 of your friends and share this post, and then you will win a shopping spree, you know, and whatever, the more enticing it is, the giveaway is, then obviously the more people would share that particular tag, that particular post, etc., and share it with their friends. Okay, so number 5, we've already discussed 4 pro uses of using hashtags, or why you should use hashtags. Number 5 would be to do TikTok sponsored contests for paid ads. Or you can create your own hashtag that people use but promotes your brand. So basically, on TikTok, you'll see a lot of sponsored, here, let me just show you because it's easier to show. So if you go to the TikTok Discover page, so if you're wondering what that is, you should definitely watch my other videos so you understand a little bit more about the For You page and so forth. Oh, actually the Discover page is something that I really haven't discussed in depth, and that will be for my next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it right after this video, but it will definitely be one of the videos that I will discuss that on. So let me just show you. So the Discover page, I did touch on it in some other videos as well, is when you look at your page, let's focus in there, you'll see what looks like a magnifying glass. And when you click on that magnifying glass and you'll see the words Discover under that magnifying glass, it will show you. Here we go. So let's look at, for example, this one here, Cepakal Sick Beats hashtag, and what that is. So Cepakal Sick Beats is basically a hashtag, a trending hashtag, and there was another one which was Little Caesars Pizza, I believe. But basically, the companies are looking for influencers in this instance. So what they're generally doing is they're having people, and usually influencers are doing this, create campaigns. So when the influencers get paid to create campaigns, they are reimbursed based on their number of views. For example, we will explain influencer marketing in another video. But generally speaking, so these hashtags, for example, Cepakal Sick Beats would be trending. I hope I'm not moving away too fast. Okay, but so hashtags can be very good for businesses in that way. Let me go right back to where we were. And it's great for branding, because when I look at Cepakal Sick Beats and I'm looking at other influencers doing those campaigns, I want to do it too. So what does that do? It creates brand awareness. And if someone didn't know what Cepakal was, well, now they know what it is. It's for sore throat drops. So that's just an example. Okay, so, and then the next hashtag pro that I would like to discuss, and I'm gonna really expound upon this or explain it further in another video, entirely separately from this one, but when you use hashtag FYP or hashtag For You page, on TikTok, and I'm not going to get into this too far because this is a whole different subject matter in itself, and I want to discuss this fully in another video. So basically, once you join TikTok and you start creating posts and so forth, let me turn this music off here. Oh wait, that didn't work. Okay, let me just turn it all the way down. What you'll see is where it says following, and then you'll see a For You. So currently, the For You is highlighted. What is the For You? Well, in this case, the For You page, well, not just in this case, but I was just looking at the hashtags they were using. They didn't use the FYP hashtag, which is fine. But generally, the For You page is a page which TikTok thinks you'd be interested in. And they will feature certain posts according to your interests, and they will show them to you. It might be posts that you previously commented on, engaged with, and they know that you have an interest. For example, if you have an interest in Gary Vee, you might see a lot more Gary Vee posts coming your way. The For You page, so the For You page generally shows you what they think you would like. I'm going to expound upon this later, but if you do hashtag FYP, you could land on the For You page. If I click my the Discover magnifying glass area and I type in hashtag for FYP, it will show me the videos made with the hashtag FYP. And so you can actually, if you were to discover or try to find videos made with the For You page hashtag, that in itself is something you can do as well. We will definitely discuss more on the following page, the For You page, and the Discover page in another video. Oh, so let's go to the cons of using hashtags. Let me go back to my cheat sheet here, excuse me. And these are just pictures I took from a post. Okay, so one of my TikTok followers asked me a question and said, so are there any cons to using hashtags? So basically there are cons to using hashtags, and one could be, so let's say for example, well no, I could use a real life example. So there was a company and they were using, I think it was McDonald's actually, and they were using a hashtag, and what ended up happening was everybody started commenting really negative things about it. And you know, based on the unhealthiness and so forth, and so trolling on a hashtag, it can lead to cyberbullying. Like in this case, it was a brand cyberbullying. In other cases, it could be personal cyberbullying. You know, hashtag I'm not guilty, for example. But then, you know, people say, well, why are you saying that? Blah blah blah, and so forth. If you're able to start a discussion that is kind of negative, that's probably not a good way to use a hashtag. So when you're using your hashtag, be sure to look at the emotional consequence of that hashtag. That would be a great way of saying that. Number two con of using hashtags. So excessive hashtags could be kind of spammy. Who wants to read a ton of hashtags on a post? I mean, a ton of hashtags. It could be a turnoff for some people and they might just bounce. So just be very careful with your usage of hashtags. And another thing, and if it has no purpose, like hashtag I love you very much. Like, is there a purpose to that? If you just want to say I love you very much, then just say I love you very much. You don't need to use a hashtag on that. Okay, and number three. Ooh, this is a good one. So with your hashtag, remember, it's discoverable. People can find you later with that hashtag, which means you do not want to add something that's going to make minds very curious and perhaps in the filthy sense. A good example was a company that, and I'm not going to discuss this because I'm kind of PG in all that I do, but generally speaking, what they did was they put a C and the word lit right after that to promote a festival. And of course it just went crazy and people were talking about that all over the place on social media, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't positive. It was pretty dirty and negative. So you do not want to be embarrassed. Be sure to use remember, think about the consequence your hashtag can have. I think that is the best way of saying, you know, of explaining this, because if you look at it, the hashtag, and you go, oh gee, yeah, that doesn't sound right, that can mean something else, then don't use that hashtag. And number four, con of using hashtags. So your name in a hashtag, so a lot of grandmas and parents tend to do this, but they tend to post pictures of their kids, and they might even post the pictures with hashtags with names and so forth. You do not want to do that. You definitely don't, and definitely don't want to, you know, for example, if you were playing at a certain park, you know, like Lake Forest Park or something, or whatever. I'm just giving you an example. I don't even know if there is a Lake Forest Park, but hashtag Lake Forest Park, and then you put, you know, pictures of your kids. So I do not recommend that. There could be stalkers, and you definitely don't want to have stalkers looking at pictures of your children. Okay, well that about sums it up for hashtags, guys. Be sure to look out for my other videos and like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.